If you will check the formal definition of views, if you will check what is views in SQL, so you will see that what they're saying, it's a virtual table. What exactly is a view? It's a virtual table based on the result set of SQL select query. It means that at any point of time, if you do not want to store your data in a physical memory, you don't want that your records will be stored inside the memory, it will be retained inside the memory. It means that when you refresh that MySQL button, you don't want it to be visible, right? But it's just that you are using it more frequently. But because of the spacing issue, uh, instead of storing it in a manual table, you are using views to do that. So you can see over here, a view is a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL select query. It does not store data physically, but displays data stored in the underlying base tables dynamically whenever it is queried. Views are primarily used to simplify complex queries, enhance security, present a customized perception of the database to the users. So over here, this is a formal definition of what we called as views. This is a formal definition on what we called as views. ठीक है? अब ऑब्वियसली बहुत लोगों को समझ में नहीं आया होगा कि वर्चुअल टेबल्स हम कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ. Let's do it practically, and I think with the help of that, things will be pretty much clear to everyone. For that, just give me a second. We will try to create now a view. So what I'll do is I will create one document for today's session. And I will paste all the queries over there. So let me open one Google Doc. SQL queries. So this is the first problem we have, where we need to write a query to create the view, which contains the records of customer key, first name, last name of the customers, having total children more than 3. Now, can you just write a simple query? So I hope you all know about this. We have a customers table available. Do you remember that? It's a very simple query, by the way, but I just want to showcase you the views. That's why we are using it. So do you remember we have customers table as well? Do you remember we have a customers table as well? So we have almost 2062 number of rows. So over here, what I'm trying to convey is, can you just give me only the customer key, first name, last name for only those specific records where the total children count is more than 3. Fatafat se write the query. It's not difficult and complex. Please write it down so that we will discuss it further about views now. Just write it down and share with me. Just write it down and share with me. So Nidhi has shared the response really good. I have shared the query in the document as well. Please check the Drive link and open the document at your end. Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen right now. Once you guys will respond to the query, then I'll again reshare the screen. So Nidhi have shared, Diksha has shared, uh, and both of them are absolutely correct. Can I expect more responses now? I think this is one of the simplest query which anyone can write in SQL. But still, if you're not responding, I don't know what you are doing. I will be waiting for a few more minutes and then we'll start. Akansha, it's correct. No, it's not correct. I'm looking forward towards three fields, Akansha. Customer key, first name and last name. ठीक है? Now many people have shared, so let me write it down. What we want is we want to select three fields. The customer key, the first name, the last name from table name customers, where the count of total children is more than three बोला ना मैंने is more than three. If you will run this query, I think we will be able to get this results. तो आपके पास में 418 rows आ रही होंगी. Everyone, just check and confirm to me. Are you guys getting 418 number of rows? ठीक है. Now, let's suppose कि I don't want to create a separate physical table for storing these 418 rows. But I know that I will frequently use this specific query or these specific records in doing my job, whatever task I'm doing. Maybe more frequently, I will be using this specific query. So over there, how can I how can I make sure ki you know uh, at every point of time I don't need to rewrite this query again and again. Maybe I can create a view for it so that my physical space will also not be used, but still I will be able to attempt my task in a very appropriate way, in a very effective way. For that, we will create the views. Now, what could be the view name we can provide? We can say create view. Now you need to provide a view name. What could be the view name you want to provide? कोई रीजनेबल नेम बताओ. कस्टमर्स. क्या लिखें, थोड़ा छोटा भी हो. बिग फैमिली. बिग फैमिली इज अ नाइस नेम वैसे तो. ठीक है, बिग फैमिली लिखते हैं. सो वी हैव क्रिएटेड अ व्यू. Big family means where the total count of the children will be more than three. As, और फिर ये हमारी इंटरनल क्वेरी आ गई, दिस वन. ठीक है, क्लियर है. तो जो आपकी मेन क्वेरी थी, जो आपको लगता है कि यू विल डेफिनेटली रीयूज इट मोर टाइम्स, आई हैव स्टोर्ड दैट इनसाइड अ व्यू कॉल्ड एज बिग फैमिली. एक बार हम करके देखते हैं इसको, देखते हैं फिर क्या होता है. लेट्स रन दिस. एग्जीक्यूट हुआ, चेक करो अपने एंड से भी, जस्ट ट्राई टू रन दिस एट योर एंड एज वेल। तो मैं एक बार कॉपी भी कर देती हूँ आप लोगों के लिए। सो आई हैव डन दिस। ठीक है, डन। अब एक काम करना, अपने स्कीमा को फिर से रिफ्रेश करना। जस्ट रिफ्रेश योर स्कीमा अगेन, and once you refresh it now, inside your views you will see that there is one view named as big family that we have created. And when you select that specific big family wala part, you will be able to observe कि it includes columns like customer key, first name and last name. क्रिएट हो गया? क्रिएट हुआ सभी का? जस्ट गिव मी अ क्विक कंफर्मेशन कि सभी का क्रिएट हुआ कि नहीं, उसके बाद हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। अब कैन आई गेट अ क्विक कंफर्मेशन फ्रॉम एवरीवन? अब एक काम करो, जैसे आप एक टेबल के अंदर डेटा को रिट्रीव करते हो, ट्राई टू डू इट एट योर एंड। ट्राई टू रिट्रीव द डेटा फ्रॉम दिस बिग फैमिली। कैसे रिट्रीव करोगे? हाउ विल यू रिट्रीव द डेटा फ्रॉम बिग फैमिली? जस्ट लाइक द वे यू रिट्रीव द डेटा फ्रॉम एनी नॉर्मल टेबल। अब आपको इसको एक नॉर्मल टेबल की तरह कंसिडर करना है। हमें पता है कि ये वर्चुअल टेबल है, बट when you are working internally, you know that it's a view, it's a virtual table. But when you're working, when you're trying to fetch any data, whatever queries you have done till so far, you can apply all those concepts in this view as well. So if let's say you want to retrieve the records from this virtual table, from this view, can you just let me know how you do that? Select star from whatever be the table name or the view name we have. तो करके देखें एक बार, करके देखें. So now if I want to retrieve the records from the view, I will say select star from big underscore family. And once I will run this, I'm getting this specific response. Same 418 number of records are in sabhi ke? Is everybody is getting the same 418 number of records? Amazing. So you have created in this way your very first view. All good? All good? Can I get a quick confirmation as everything is clear? Now there are two more queries before we will move to the next specific step. One query is how can we see all the possible views? And afterwards, if at any point of time I want to drop any view, how can I drop it? ठीक है, दो components अभी हमें discuss करना है. So over here, I will be using these two steps now. First of all, how can we look at the internal query logic? तो जैसे आप टेबल कैसे चेक करते हो? Lokesh, please check the documentation which I'm updating side by side. Try to copy it from there if you're getting some issue. So over here, if let's say you want to look for the internal logic view of the query, of the view, so you will say show and then whatever view you have created. Show. In that case, Lokesh, please wait till the end. I'll start my Q&A session and then you can ask the doubts, okay? But I believe the problem will not be that much huge. So now over here, I will just want to see create view when I'm creating something called as big family. Let's see what will happen. Okay. अब ये कब आपको यूज करना है? लेट्स से यू हैव अ बिग फैमिली, राइट? यू हैव अ बिग फैमिली और इसके अंदर यू हैव थ्री कीज, कस्टमर की, फर्स्ट नेम, लास्ट नेम। यू जस्ट वांट टू सी कि जब मैंने अपने व्यू को क्रिएट किया था तो व्हाट इज द इंटरनल क्वेरी आई हैव रिटन। सो इफ यू वांट टू check the internal query of the view, because you know that view stores some internal query, right? तो व्यू के पास में ऐसा नहीं है कि डेटा रिकॉर्ड्स है, उसके पास में कुछ इंटरनल क्वेरी है और आपको चेक करना है कि वो इंटरनल क्वेरी क्या है, वो एल्गोरिथम क्या है। तो यू कैन जस्ट कॉपी दिस, आई विल जस्ट कॉपी दिस रो and I will just try to open one notepad and will try to paste it over here. When I paste it over here, can you see that this is the logic that you have written when you have created the view? आ गया? क्योंकि व्यू बनाने के तो बहुत सारे लॉजिक हो सकते हैं। तो बिग फैमिली के लिए मैंने क्या लॉजिक यूज किया? व्हाट एक्चुअली आई एम कंसिडरिंग इट एज अ बिग फैमिली एट व्हाट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। तो उस स्पेसिफिक सिनेरियो के लिए, उस स्पेसिफिक यूज केस के लिए, आई वांट टू सी द इंटरनल क्वेरी ऑफ इट। एंड हाउ कैन आई सी दैट? दिस इज हाउ आई कैन चेक दैट। ऑल गुड? कैन आई गेट अ क्विक कंफर्मेशन? इज दिस फाइन? चले आगे? Any quick questions anyone is having? Let me check the chat. So, Khushbu, you have used some internal query, right? You have used some internal query to create a view. अब आप जब इंडस्ट्री में काम करोगे कि तो देयर कुड बी 100 of views like that. तो अगर आपको चेक करना है कि what is the exact internal query you have used to create that specific view, in that case, this is the query that we have. शो क्रिएट व्यू बिग फैमिली। तो वो आपको इंटरनल लॉजिक बताएगा क्रिएट व्यू करने का हमने क्या लॉजिक यूज किया था इन द पास्ट। सो इफ यू विल सी माई आउटपुट, दिस इज व्हाट इट लुक्स लाइक। सी दिस internal logic, yes, I think that's what I have mentioned. Next question, why is it showing like customer dot first name? uh because it is actually belonging to this table, Diksha, that's why. This is a table name and this is the field name corresponding to it. That's why. Is it okay? Is it fine? Yes, we did any join. तो join कहाँ पे हो रहा है यहाँ पे? It's a simple internal way. हम खुद भी इसको इस तरीके से query को लिख सकते हैं, right? uh, I mean, it's an internal schema. This is how the queries, whenever you try to see the internal queries of any MySQL or any DB, this is how they write it down. So if you're in one DB, so they will take a table name followed by a field name. And that's the kind of a schema. Over here also it is coming up. So there is no need to worry over the specific part. But you should know that, okay, what this indicates, like that. ठीक है? All good? If I want to drop the view, if I want to drop the view, कैसे करेंगे ड्रॉप? ड्रॉप मीन्स कि आपको पूरा की पूरा स्कीमा ही हटाना है, पूरा की पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर है वही ड्रॉप करना है। सो ओवर हियर ड्रॉप व्यू नेम इन ऑर्डर टू अवॉइड। अच्छा, यहाँ पे हमने थोड़ा सा नाम चेंज किया है, बिग फैमिली, तो वही यूज करेंगे हम यहाँ पे बिग फैमिली करके। ठीक है? नाउ इफ लेट्स सपोज you want to avoid any error, आई थिंक आई डोंट रिमेम्बर इट एग्जैक्टली, बट आई यूजुअली से कि क्रिएट कमांड में भी हम इसको यूज कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ से वी विल से क्रिएट डीबी इफ नॉट एग्जिस्ट एंड देन वी कैन प्रोवाइड डीबी नेम. तो इससे क्या होता है कि अगर मेरे पास ऑलरेडी एक डीबी अवेलेबल है विद द सेम नेम, एंड इफ यू आर recreating a new DB, it will definitely throw an error. So if you will say if not exist, it will avoid that error. तो वो सबसे पहले चेक करेगा कि क्या वो DB ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है या नहीं, और अगर अवेलेबल नहीं होगा तभी आपके लिए क्रिएट करेगा. सेम थिंग इज हैपनिंग ओवर हियर. इफ यू वांट टू ड्रॉप एनी व्यू, either you can write a command drop view and the name of the view, which is big family. करके देखो खुद से, ट्राई एक बार. सो आई विल ऑल्सो डू विद यू. ड्रॉप व्यू, and what is the name of the view? Big family. Better to write like this: if exists, and then you can mention big family. This is more optimized approach. When I run this, the view will be dropped. Now if you will just again refresh it, if you will check the views, उसके नीचे अंडर कुछ आ ही नहीं रहा होगा. Vaibhav, I'll talk about it. Please wait for a while. We'll talk about it. All good till so far? Now, if I'll just try to share with you all the commands that we have learned till so far, just have a look onto it and let me know, is this fine till so far or not? Before we will proceed further, is this fine till so far or not? Clear? All good? Yeah, views are easy. If you know the foundational concepts of SQL, then views are nothing. It's like on top of this, we are storing a virtual table like that. Now, there is one question popping up. Ki, if I want to change something in the internal logic of the view, can we do that? For that, you have to know about the key characteristics of the view. So you can see there are 3 or 4 characteristics you will be able to see. The last one, okay, let's start from first, virtual views. ये already we have discussed कि they do not occupy physical storage space for data. They only store the query definition. तो जो आप query define कर रहे हो views को create करने में, वही views में store होती है. Actual space हम नहीं लेते. Dynamic होता है. Data in the view is always up to date because the underlying query is executed every time the views exist. So it's like if you are trying to add some records in your customer table, और आप फिर से अगर views को call करते हो having total children more than 3, तो वो अपडेटेड रिकॉर्ड्स के साथ आपको आउटपुट देगा. क्योंकि जैसा कि मैंने बोला, व्यू हमारा क्या स्टोर करता है? क्वेरी को स्टोर करता है, लॉजिक को स्टोर करता है. तो लॉजिक दोबारा रिरन होगा. इट्स लाइक रीरनिंग द कमांड अगेन. तो ऑब्वियसली अगर आपने कस्टमर्स डेटा को अपडेट कर दिया है, तो जब आप कमांड रन करोगे तो आपके पास में अपडेटेड रिजल्ट तो आएंगे. सो इन दैट वे इट्स अ डायनामिक थिंग. The third important thing, queryable. It means that once you have created, you can interact with the view using standard SQL select statements. अभी अभी हमने देखा, if I want to retrieve the records from a view, I can simply write select star from view name, जैसे कि हम एक simple table के लिए करते हैं. The last important thing, जो कि बहुत लोगों का question भी है, updatable with conditions. While many views are read only, some simple views based on a single table can be updated, inserted, deleted, provided with certain conditions. For example, there will be no group by, order by, aggregate functions. Ideally speaking, we don't usually do any sort of updates in the views. We try to rewrite the view again. We try to drop the previous view and rewrite it again if we have some changes in the query. But by saying that, we can modify any view. जैसा कि इन्होंने बोला कि अगर आपके क्वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेरी नहीं है, अगर आपके क्वेरी के अंदर कोई ग्रुप बाय यूज नहीं हो रहा, ऑर्डर बाय यूज नहीं हो रहा, एग्रीगेशन यूज नहीं हो रहे, तो उस केस में आप कर सकते हो. बट द पॉइंट इज कि इन रियल टाइम वी वी डोंट हैव दीज क्वेरीज जहां पे ये मेजर चीजें ही यूज नहीं होंगी, राइट? सिंपल क्वेरीज के लिए कोई बंदा व्यूज क्यों ही बनाएगा? कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेरीज के लिए ही पीपल ट्राई टू क्रिएट द व्यूज. सो आइडली स्पीकिंग, we preferably rewrite the query again and we create views on top of it whenever we want to update something out of it. And I hope this answers your question, Vibhav. So with this, our topic of views is over. Now, if you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, we can proceed to the next topic now. All good till so far? समझ में आया? मजा आया व्यूज को समझ के? क्लियर हुआ सभी को? ऑल गुड? परफेक्ट है? इसके बाद नाउ characteristics are not clear. With specific pointer, Diksha? I think they're not complex. Virtual हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया स्टार्टिंग ऑफ डेफिनेशन में ही कि दे आर नॉट यूजिंग एनी फिजिकल स्टोरेज. डायनेमिक, इसका मतलब क्या कि क्योंकि व्यूज जो है वो एक क्वेरी को ही स्टोर कर रहे हैं जो आप इंटरनल क्वेरी दे रहे हो. तो अगर आपने कस्टमर्स टेबल में अपडेट किया तो क्वेरी दोबारा रिरन होगी, तो आपके पास जो रिजल्ट आएगा वो अपडेटेड आएगा. क्वेरीएबल, इसका मतलब क्या, जैसे आपने सेलेक्ट स्टेटमेंट लगाई है ना, वैसे ही आप व्यू के अंदर भी सिलेक्ट स्टेटमेंट को अप्लाई कर सकते हो. ये तो हमने अभी इंप्लीमेंट भी कर लिया है. अपडेटेबल मतलब क्या कि आप अपडेट कर सकते हो लेकिन सिर्फ सिंपल क्वेरीज के अंदर. कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेरीज जैसे कि जिसमें आप ग्रुप बाय यूज कर रहे हो, ऑर्डर बाय यूज कर रहे हो, एग्रीगेशंस यूज कर रहे हो, जॉइंस यूज कर रहे हो, वहां पे व्यूज अपडेट नहीं होते. तो आइडली स्पीकिंग मैंने क्या बोला कि अब बेटर ये रहेगा कि आप व्यूज को ड्रॉप करके एक नया व्यू क्रिएट कर लो. दैट्स इट. दैट्स इट. वर्चुअल स्टोर करता है, परमानेंट नहीं. यस, वर्चुअल में भी व्यूज क्या स्टोर करता है, जो आप क्वेरी लिख रहे हो ना वो स्टोर करता है. जैसे कि आपने यहाँ पे जो ये क्वेरी लिखी ना, व्यूज के अंदर ये क्वेरी स्टोर हुई है, जो उसके रिकॉर्ड्स हैं वो स्टोर नहीं हुए. तो हर बार जब आप व्यू को कॉल करते हो ना कि जैसे सेलेक्ट स्टार फ्रॉम बिग फैमिली, तो वो इंटरनली इस क्वेरी को रन करेगा और आपको रिजल्ट्स रिटर्न करके देगा. दैट्स द होल पॉइंट आई वांट टू कन्वे. नाउ इट इज क्लियर? ऑल गुड?
Perfect. Let's start our discussion. So, all good till so far? Can we start next topic indexing का? ठीक है. How many of you knows the concept of arrays or list specific data structure and its indexes internally, how it works? What's the purpose of it? Are you guys aware about that? किसी को पता है? If you have at any point of time learned about list data structure, right? आई थिंक हमने इस बैच में भी डिस्कस किया था ना पाइथन को लेके, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. यस, किया हुआ है राइट. तो सबको पता है इंडेक्सेस एरेज के पर्सपेक्टिव से या फिर लिस्ट के पर्सपेक्टिव से क्या होता है. एवरीबडी नोज दैट. in real time, where exactly you use those indexes? In real time, where exactly you use those indexes? If I'll ask you this, what will be your answer? रियल टाइम में आप उन इंडेक्सेस को कहां पर यूज करते हो? Not in database perspective, I'm asking. I'm asking in terms of simple list. कब यूज करते हो, कहां पे यूज करते हो? To access the element, can I say? So usually when we learn about indexing, we use the concept of indexes to access the elements from any data structure. We have learned in terms of linear specific data structure its purpose. For example, we have talked about list or arrays, right? I hope you all remember that. Today, for the very first time, we are discussing that what is the concept of this index number, or what is the concept of this indexing in terms of databases. The purpose will remain same. So even in databases, your data is stored inside any given DB. And if you want to access those elements, if you want to retrieve those elements in an effective way, that is where the concept of indexes will come into picture. Over here, there is a concept called as B tree. There is a concept called as B plus tree. These are the components of tree-based data structure. How many of you have learned about these data structures at any point of time in the past? कभी डिस्कस किया है आप लोगों ने, कभी लर्न किया है? अगर नहीं किया तो आई विल शेयर विद यू फ्यू रिसोर्सेस. So in databases, these indexes use these specific data structures of B tree and B plus tree to retrieve the elements in a faster way. तो इट्स लाइक अगर आपके पास में इंडेक्सेस नहीं होंगे तो एक सीक्वेंशियल सर्च होगा एंड यू विल बी एबल टू रिट्रीव द एलिमेंट्स फ्रॉम दैट. अगर इंडेक्सेस अवेलेबल होंगे तो आप डायरेक्टली उन एलिमेंट्स को फास्टर पेस पे रिटर्न कर सकते हो. तो डेटाबेसेस के अंदर इंडेक्सेस हैं या नहीं, वो अगर आप आउटपुट सॉर्ट पे देखो तो यू वोंट बी एबल टू गेट एन आइडिया. बट इंटरनली अगर आप स्कीमा पे जाते हो देन यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट ओके दिस इज वेयर द इंडेक्स is available, this is where the index is not available. For example, by default तो आपको कभी दिखेगा ही नहीं. For example, let's say अगर आपको चेक करना है कि whether we already have indexes available in my DB or not, तो उसके लिए आपको चेक करना होगा show, you will say show index from, and you need to specify the table name. For example, we have a table name called as customers. This show index command will effectively being used to showcase the indexes available in the customers table. So when you run this command, you will see as of now it is empty. You will see that as of now it is empty. It means that currently we don't have any indexes available over here. सबको empty दिख रहा है? Everybody can see an indexing as an empty table. So we will see that how can we create the index first, and then we will rerun this command again to capture, to understand that okay, now we have created this in a successful way. तो अगर आप किसी फॉर्मल डेफिनेशन के पास जाते हो, कहीं पे भी वेबसाइट पे देखते हो, तो दिस इज द फॉर्मल डेफिनेशन यू विल गेट ऑफ इंडेक्सिंग. सबसे पहले इसको देख लो. सो यू कैन सी एन इंडेक्स इज अ डेटा स्ट्रक्चर that allows us to add indexes to the existing table. For now, what we will do right now in practical implementation is we will try to work on the customers table and we will try to create the indexes inside this. अब वो क्यों कर रहे हैं? As I have mentioned, it enables you to improve the faster retrieval of records on a database table. तो अगर आपको किसी भी स्पेसिफिक डीबी से, किसी भी स्पेसिफिक डीबी के अंदर जो टेबल्स हैं उससे फास्टर एक्सेस करना है, तो एज आई हैव मेंशन कि आउटपुट पे कोई इंपैक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा. तो अगर आप सिर्फ आउटपुट वाइज देखते हो कि आउटपुट तो मेरा सेम ही आ रहा है, आउटपुट सेम ही आएगा, बट इंटरनल परफॉर्मेंस जो है वो एनहांस हो जाएगी. So whatever topic we have learned in views and whatever topic we're learning in this indexing, in terms of getting the results, it might be same, but in terms of performance point of view, we are learning these topics, okay? So it creates an entry for each value of the indexed column. We use it to quickly find the record without searching each row in a database. थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने बोला कि अगर आपके पास indexing नहीं है, and if you want to retrieve something, if you have given some filtration criteria, it will check for individual records in a row. लेकिन अगर आपने indexing provide करी है, तो it will be very effective. It will be very easy to access the records whenever the table is accessed. We can create an index by using one or more columns of the table for effective access to the records. An index creates a data structure that improves the speed of data retrieval operations at the cost of additional writes and storage space to maintain the index data structure. So over here, major thing is कि obviously जब आप indexing कर रहे हो तो indexing भी अपना एक space लेगा. That is fine. Obviously आपको space तो लगाना पड़ेगा. देखो, there is always a trade-off between time and space. सुना है आप लोगों ने इसके बारे में डेटा स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर? There is always a trade-off between time complexity and space complexity in a data structure. Ideally, we want that the time and the space complexity will be low in any code. But usually when we try to optimize the time complexity, when we try to decrease the time complexity, It is being experimentally proven that somehow we have to compromise for the space. And when we try to decrease the space, somehow we have to compromise for the time. And when we have, you know, both of these handy, and we know that one of them we have to lower down in order to enhance the another one. So which one is a better choice? Which one is a more priority, time or space? I think I have discussed this multiple times in the past as well. Time is always more priority because we don't have a time to wait, right? We don't have that level of patience as well. So over here, in order to enhance our time complexity, in order to reduce the execution time, in order to reduce that retrieval time, if I have to enhance the space by adding the index numbers, it's completely okay. तो क्या क्या benefits हमने समझे? The benefits are faster data retrieval. The benefits are improving a query performance. And that is the major reason why people are using it. It's like if you study any book, तो आप देखोगे कि बुक के स्टार्टिंग में आपके पास में इंडेक्सेस लिखे हुए होते हैं, राइट? कि कौन सा टॉपिक कौन से पेज नंबर पे. अगर मैं आपसे वो वाला पूरा इनिशियल 2 पेजेस जहां पे इंडेक्सेस लिखे हुए हैं उसको हटा दूं, and if I'll give you any topic, if I'll say कि can you just let me know where the constraints topic in databases is available, तो आपको उसके लिए मैनुअली एक एक करके पेज पढ़ना पड़ेगा. और you might look for the individual headlines available in your book, and then you can let me know that Priya, on page number 14 this topic is available, whatever you're looking for. ऐसा ही करोगे. बट अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि इंडेक्सेस अवेलेबल हैं बुक के और सेम क्वेश्चन मैं आपको देती हूं, तो आप तब भी सेम करोगे? नहीं, आप बोलोगे कि उसके लिए मुझे बुक खोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. आई विल जस्ट मैनुअली स्कैन द फर्स्ट 2 पेजेस एंड आई विल जस्ट लेट यू नो कि कंस्ट्रेंट्स वाला टॉपिक कौन से स्पेसिफिक पेज नंबर पे अवेलेबल है. It's exactly same over happening over here. So we just don't need to manually go and scan the entire set of rows. I will just look for the indexes and I will be able to get the results in a faster way. क्या मैं क्लियर हुआ? इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? ऑल गुड? समझ में आया? शेल वी स्टार्ट नाउ डिस्कसिंग अबाउट इट? ओके, लेट मी गिव यू वन क्वेश्चन. लेट्स से, shall I give you? Is all good till so far, right? करें स्टार्ट? Practical implementation. Logic is clear. Concept is clear. Now we have to start the practical implementation. So shall we start now? Quickly, if everyone can give me a confirmation, that would be great. Okay. You need to retrieve the customer key, prefix, first name, last name of those customers whose marital status is male. Sorry. Yeah. Can we write this query? Simple है. तो अगर हम फिर से कस्टमर्स टेबल को ओपन करते हैं, तो आपको यहाँ पे दिखेगा कस्टमर की भी है, प्रीफिक्स भी है, फर्स्ट नेम भी है, लास्ट नेम भी है. So what I'm asking is, can you just retrieve me only those specific records where the marital status is male? Do it and give me the answer फटाफट से. बहुत मुश्किल तो क्वेरी बिल्कुल भी नहीं है ये. And we will build indexes on top of it. Let's see how. So Lokesh, it's incomplete, I feel. Harsh, I think it's correct. Only one answer. What others are doing? Can I expect more responses? Lokesh, it's correct. Diksha, it's correct. Yuvraj, it's correct. Very good. आकांक्षा, इट्स करेक्ट. तो अभी लिख देते हैं क्वेरी. सिंपल है, सबने लिख भी ली है, तो लिखते हैं. तो व्हाट वी वांट टू सेलेक्ट customer key, we want to select prefix, we want to select first name, we want to select last name. From what is the table name? Customers. Where what is the closed marital status, which will be equal to, मैंने क्या बोला? Male, right? तो इसको रन कर लेते हैं. And this is the sort of result which I am getting. क्या सभी के पास 1139 नंबर ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स आ रहे हैं? Just have a look onto it. Is everybody getting this? Okay. Now again, if if I need to see how the internal execution of this query is happening, if we want to see how the internal execution is happening, so we have something called as explain keyword in MySQL. So what we can do, we can just rewrite this query again using this explain keyword, and you will see what will happen. तो आपको इस क्वेरी का इंटरनल लॉजिक देखने को मिलेगा, जिसमें if you will see, you are getting something called as select type as simple, table customer, type all, and over here rows are 2060 62, and we are using where close over here. So whatever be the internal logic you have in this query, everything you will be able to see in this specific output. Everybody see this specific record? Can I get a quick confirmation? So here what is happening is, internally, this MySQL database scans the whole table to find the customers whose marital status is M and represents married. तो वो क्या कर रहा है? वो पूरे के पूरे टेबल को स्कैन कर रहा है और सिर्फ उन रिकॉर्ड्स को फिल्टर करके दे रहा है जो कि मेल को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है. Now what I will do? I will do the optimization. What optimization I'll do? I'll say, let's create an index. For a customer key column. And how can we create it? Now I'm just showcasing you the syntax of it. You will say create index. On which specific column you want to create an indexing? I want to create it for the customer key. On what is the table name? Customers. And on which specific column? Customer key. Just have a look onto it. Create index. You have to specify the column name, on which specific column you want to create the index, on table name, and in the bracket we have to specify the column name again. So when we run this is the output we will be getting. Now, if you want to check, as I have mentioned in terms of performance, if I will just rerun this command again, in terms of performance, you will see the same records, 1139. So you'll be like, ki output to same hi aa raha hai, kya farak padta hai? But now what will happen is, internally the speed is too fast. And if I try to showcase you the indexes, if I'll just write a command again, show index from table name customers. And if I'll rerun this, you can see the output. पिछली बार empty आ रहा था. Do you remember that? Initially, when I started this discussion and when I run this command of show index from customers, do you remember it was empty few minutes back? But now, as soon as I have created the indexes, you can see the output. You can see the output. Now, if I'll just try to capture this output and showcase you step by step, see this. सबका आ रहा है? Let me do one more thing before I'll explain this. एक बार मैं आपको शेयर भी कर देती हूँ. I have shared in the document. Okay. सभी का आ रहा है? Just have a look onto it. The outcome we are getting. Now, what these fields indicates? Just have a look onto it. What is the table name? Customers. On which specific key you have made the indexes? Customer key. Over here, you are seeing cardinality, which is 2062. Do you know what does that indicate? (2062). What does it indicate? Do you remember how many number of records we have? 2063. Do you remember that? Again, let me run this. Sorry, 2062, right? So it means that many entries we have. Now, over here, you're getting sequence and index as 1. What does it mean? This indicates the position of the column inside the index. So over here, you are saying that this position is column 1. So if you see in this record, your customer key is at the position 1. That's why it is giving me the answer as 1. Non-unique, what does it mean? It means that you are somehow indicating that whether you are allowing that index to contain duplicate values or not. Non-unique index is 1. It means that duplicates are allowed. After this, there is one more interesting thing which you will be able to observe: collation. This tells the sorting order which is used in the indexing. A means ascending order. It means that we're using an ascending order to sort the entire data that we have. Now, over here, after this, you have something called as index type. What is the meaning of index type? As I have mentioned that internally, it is using the concept of internal data structure of B tree. That's why the index type over here, it is showcasing as B tree. I'll give you one reference today. You can explore if you want to really explore in the depth what exactly do we mean by B-tree data structure, how it is created. But you will get to know only if you have a basic idea about the tree-specific data structure. And if you have ever worked with maybe binary tree and BST. If you know about all those things, B-tree is very easy to understand, but that's not the focus right now. If you're not aware, please try to gain understanding from yourself. I'll share the links for your references. But this is where it is basically indicating that how the tree is basically composed of. No, B-tree is different from binary tree. B-tree is a type of, I would say, binary tree that we usually learn. So that's the foundation. And these are the advanced concepts that we have under tree-specific data structure. All good, everyone? चले आगे थोड़ा और आगे बढ़े. Now, if let's say whatever indexes I have created, I want to drop the indexes. Whatever indexes I have created, I want to drop those indexes. How can we drop that? Achha, when you create any index, is this something a change happening in the records or is this a schema change? I'm asking you a question. When you create the index, is this something happening on the records which you have or is it a schema change? So shall we apply a DML command over here or DDL command over here? Schema change? Internal changes there, as I have mentioned in the form of an output, if you will see, there is no as such change we are observing. But internally, when we say show index from table name, we will be able to see that, okay, there is a big difference which we able to observe over here. B-tree is something which is being useful over here to retrieve the data from the data table that we will be having. So in this case, we will use something called as alter command. I hope you all remember that alter command is effectively used whenever we want to make any changes in the schema. So you will say alter table name is customers, and then you will say drop index. What is the index name? What is the index name you want to drop? Customer key. And let's run this. Done. Now again, if you will check the indexes, again you will see empty part. Again, you will see the empty part. So our indexes are removed now. All good? Diksha, are you talking about this table? Then what else I have talked about? So I was saying that when we create the indexes, is this a DDL command or DML command? Is this a changes happening in the records or in the schema? That was the question. So it's a schema change, right? Because we are creating internal changes while creating the indexes. And that is the main reason we have used the alter command over here. Now, if you want to learn about B-tree, if anybody is interested to learn about that, I'm just sharing with you one reference which I referred at my time when I was a learner in the colleges a few years back. I might be sure that you must have used his videos to learn about DSA. His name is Abdul Bari. How many of you knows him? At least I have learned a lot from his videos in learning DSA at my time. So you can refer his videos. This is where exactly for the very first time back in my college, I have learned that, okay, these specific data structures are helpful to create the indexes and they are helpful in terms of doing a database specific task. So I'm just sharing with you this reference. I mean, it's a very interesting reference. And as I have mentioned, I myself have used it. So I know that his way of teaching is really awesome. So you can definitely explore and learn more about this. ठीक है? And यहाँ पे भी मैं share कर देती हूँ. आज मैं आपको थोड़े से और references दूंगी. Once our session will be over now, because now you have a time. Today is Sunday, so you have a time now to work on the task. So to learn more about the B tree and B plus tree and how they are used in creating the indexes in a database, this is the link that we have. Well, maybe I can specify like this. Okay? So it's there in your documentation. You can have a look onto it. So with that, our topic of indexes is also over. Shall we move further? There is one more thing. When you study about this, you will explore that we have two types of indexes available. One is what we called as clustered index. Another one is what we called as non-clustered index. So when you see this term, don't get confused. Clustered index meaning if you are creating an index based on a primary key. Everybody knows about primary key, right? So if you are trying to create indexes based on a primary key, then it is called as a clustered index. For example, if you remember, in our initial discussions, we have created employee ID as the primary key. And let's say you are trying to create a index on top of it. So that will automatically become an clustered index. Non-clustered means when you are trying to create the indexes on any other specific column then other than primary key. So if you're focusing on the other columns other than a primary key, maybe just now we are working with the customer ID, right? Customer key. So if I'll just open and if I'll say DESC of customers, so I don't think that in this table we have primary key available. Let's check. Primary key nahi hai na? It's just the normal columns we have, but over here there is no as such primary key available. So just now the example that we have done belongs to non-clustered index. So the customer key is an example of a non-clustered index. ठीक है जी, all good? All good? Diksha, this is a different concept. Clustered and non-clustered, I have already talked about. It's about logical index type. When we talk about clustered and non-clustered, it's about logically how you are building the indexes. So when we talk about logical index type, we have two fields, clustered and non-clustered. But when you talk about index density structure, then you can talk about this, what you're talking about, dense or sparse. Dense simply means that if you have any index number whose entry exists for each search key value in the table, for example, if it's a primary key. So over here, we have, let's say, the employee ID 101, 102, 103, 104. And for every employee ID, I have a corresponding, records corresponding to it. So it's kind of a dense indexing. So I can directly locate the row using the index without scanning the intermediate records. When we talk about sparse indexing, it means that over here, I just have a limited set of records. Maybe many of them are missing. There are no entries. So over here, what we do is we try to put the index on the first record of each block, not on every row. That's the whole point. Yes, you can consider it like that. Sparse means not all the records are present in a continuous way. Dense means they're present. So for the primary key part, employee ID in a contiguous fashion, you can consider it as a dense. Other than primary key, other fields where gap is there, you can consider it as a sparse. Okay, perfect. आगे बढ़े? All good? समझ में आया? So till so far, what we have learned, we have talked about in the starting of the session, one problem based on the concepts that we have learned yesterday about subqueries and joins. Which one is optimized? So we have seen that joins sometimes bring a better result as comparable to subqueries. Then we started our discussion towards views, how they are beneficial and effective, what are the key characteristics of the views. And now we have talked about indexes.